Yeah, I was just looking at this video on it. Somebody was just showing. They said they were talking about people do magic make you feel lazy, and then tell folks you lazy when it's time for somebody to look into you. And they're like, oh yeah, they say that. Yeah, well, they ain't gonna stop doing it neither. Um, but they got other magic too. They got some serious magic out there. Like, let's say you trying to get the astro trying to bless you. The astro trying to bless you. This is my issue. This is one of my major issues. The astro trying to bless you. In other words, God trying to bless you. It never get to you, but God own it now. It never get to you because they got this thing called they make these pills and they make these pill drink. They make these drink or these pills and they call it stool magic. Now don't get it twisted now. This stuff has always been out and always been around. And I can name the drinks that it might possibly be in, but I'm not gonna do that because a lot of people probably get upset. But it's been out. And what they do is, let's say you royalty or something like myself. What they'll do is they'll switch your pipeline. Somehow they'll take your pipeline. And your pipeline will go to their farms or their barns or whatever. And they'll take your stool. And they'll take your stool from your pipeline. I don't know if I should say this, but when they do that, oh my God, you feel like God ain't there for you. You feel like God ain't with you. Thankfully, God investigating that right now, though. And then they got these little goofy games, but they need DNA out of you. They take it to that point. They take it all the way to the point where they need DNA out of you. There's a lot of magic being thrown, bro. This is old magic. And heavy magic, dark magic, sorcery. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When they do this, you can monitor this yourself and see if they're doing this. Let's say you done put things together, you done got things right, you getting things together, and everything's going good, and it should go good, and you expect it to go good. You shouldn't expect, but you're expecting this to go good because you put a lot into it, and it's been going good. Then all of a sudden they just switch on you. They doing it then. They probably doing stool magic, some kind of DNA magic. They doing some kind of DNA magic. If not DNA magic, sex rituals. Them pretty deep, dark magics right there. I mean, that's sorcery stuff. Yeah. And they take these pills and it gives somebody else your credit. Thankfully, God working on it. And I asked God, how you gonna alleviate something like that? And God was like, He's gonna reprogram everybody so they stop working. So it's like all these people doing this black magic, they finna be set aside and everybody gonna notice them. They finna have to play their role. They finna have to play their role in being a nobody. You know, you have to start being a nobody because that's what you are. You have to get out here in these streets. But the streets are never go nowhere. That's why I don't get why they say keep the poor poor and the rich rich. When they put that in place, that's when they screwed up everything. You don't have to do that. People filter out themselves. Poor gonna always be there. What I mean by that is the one that's doing this black magic gonna wind up. They should be poor. They gonna be poor. You catch people doing black magic, you put them in that position to where everybody see them, and they gonna have to live as a poor person. You know what I'm saying? You catch people, you see people just like in the streets. Somebody choose to do drugs all the time and make drugs they main focal point in life. Well, they need to go on that batch right there. Same thing with prostitution, same thing with everything else that's very low vibration. You gotta be over here. You have to be over here no matter what. Okay, you blackmail, you blackball everybody. Okay, well, we're gonna get everybody up. All right, they blackmailed you, they got you, they caught you. Go tell your wife or your husband you cheated, get it over with. But we're not gonna let you continue to give everything to this person right here when you know this person is the reason for the fall of the company. We gotta put them back in their place. That's all it's gotta be. That's how it's gotta be. That's it. But you gotta watch the pills and the drink. That's what messed me up. That's why this kept going for so long. I done put in so much work. See, one day people gonna see everything that I done and they gonna weep. They're gonna weep and they're gonna be like, wow, they didn't even have to put magic on him to make him tired. He tired. You better know it. Y'all gonna weep, bro. You gonna be like, they did the most. Yeah, they did. Went shopping with my stuff, traveled with my stuff, bought everybody's stuff. I seen some things, bro. I seen people take stuff from me and buy people $100,000 cars that don't even deserve a $2,000 car. Yeah. Trucks, everything. I seen some stuff and make sure that I don't get nothing. And I asked God about these people because some of these people close family members. And I asked God, what's wrong with these people? He said they were past lifetime lovers. They done ejected the original soul in these family members and they done took over their vessels. They demons, basically. And they attacking them. That's the beautiful thing about God, bro. When you got God, you know you ain't gotta ask God the simple stuff. What's hair magic? What's candle magic? You ain't gotta ask God that. You know God see everything. So you ask God, these people supposed to love you. These be parents, these be siblings, these be lovers. What's wrong with these people? And God, you know they supposed to love you, know? No matter what, they supposed to love you. And God be like, them ain't your family. They're not your sibling. And when God tell you that, ooh-wee, that's a real red flag right there. Yeah, that ain't your sibling, that ain't your lover. That's a past lifetime lover that been following you. And they attacking you through that vessel. Them demons, your family members are not in them no more. The soul that belonged, the original family member soul that was in the vessel, not in there no more. So, it could be like that, y'all. I mean, that's more a spiritual way. And that's a more, I know to a lot of people that's kind of far-fetched, but it's real though. On a more understanding level, they do DNA magic. They do we call it sewage magic.